going, guys? It's Edmond here. Today we're going to be talking about something rather interesting concerning Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now, an Amsterdam hotel may take legal action apparently due to an unwanted Call of Duty depiction. Now, basically many video games enthusiasts have noted that the latest Call of Duty game recreates famous spots in Amsterdam in lifelike detail. However, one Amsterdam business is not impressed with its portrayal in the popular first-person shooter game according to the Volkskrant. Now, the Conservatorium Hotel near the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam Centre is one of the city's many buildings that made it into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, released on Friday last week. However, it ends up in ruins in the game after a shootout, and the game depicts bullets flying around the area, a smoking hole in the hotel, and a blazing car park nearby. The hotel is considering legal action since it was not consulted about this depiction. This said, we've taken note on the fact that the Conservatorium Hotel is undesirably the scene of the new Call of Duty. Hotel manager Roy Thomason told a group of news people, I think they're called De Volkskrant. More generally, we don't support games that seem to encourage the use of violence. The game in no way reflects our core values and regret our apparent and unwanted involvement. Although the game's developers recreated spots in Amsterdam down to the smallest detail, they renamed the businesses in the city to avoid legal trouble. The Conservatorium Hotel, recognisable because of the historic building it is housed in, is called the Breenbergh Hotel in the game. Now, this isn't the first time I've actually seen this happen here, guys. We've also seen this happen with the Marina Bay Grand Prix, which is now recently been renamed to, has basically got a different name, if that makes sense. With this one, because there was no mention of the Conservatorium Hotel in the in-game files, it's always been named Breenbergh Hotel, so I can't really see how this should be any unwanted depiction, to be honest with you here, guys. I want to know what you guys thought of this in the comments box down below. Now, this also happened in previous games with places like, for example, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France in Modern Warfare 3. There's been tons of other instances where using either whether it be a character in from real life in the game without their permission, that sort of thing, guys. So again, I want to know what you guys thought of that in the comments box down below. Now, apparently, Charlie Intel has posted a rather interesting tweet concerning Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and that the fact that there's no updates or information as of now on combat records or challenges for Modern Warfare 2. Now, challenges is partially a lie, because there are challenges in game. However, combat records or barracks, there's nothing referencing that whatsoever in the game. Now, I know what you guys are probably thinking. There's obviously, you've got the calling card, you've got the emblem which you can customize, you've got the clan tag, and I think you've got one other thing if memory serves. So that's interesting there. But there's no mention of combat records, barracks, leaderboards, none of that. But hopefully we're going to get to see something like that possibly in the near future, possibly during the update of Season 1. But we haven't spotted anything yet. If you managed to spot anything else, haven't said, let me know in the comments box down below. According to the Ghost of Hope, a known Call of Duty leaker, there's actually mods coming to Modern Warfare 2. And these are all fan favourites. Reinforce, which is a kind of like equivalent to Team Deathmatch where the spawns don't flip. Drop Zone, which is basically unlimited care packages when you capture a certain zone of the map. Gun Game, first to 30 kills, I believe, with different weapons. Infected, fan favourite map, I'm sure, fan favourite mode, I guess you could say. Uplink. Now, last time we saw Uplink was back in the day of Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare. And basically, the idea of that was to basically get a ball from the centre of the map to the other side, to your other side of the map. So basically to score points. And I think if memory serves in Infinite Warfare or Advanced Warfare, I can't remember which way around it was, but if you get like shot on goal, you get 1 point, but if you take the ball directly into the goal with you, kind of like in American football where you get a touchdown, you get, I think it was like 3 points if memory serves. So that's interesting. Hopefully, I believe there was some information to suggest there's 3 footballers coming to the game apparently as DLC, so I want to know what you guys thought of that again in the comments box down below. Now, just see if I've managed to find the images of that. I haven't had much luck in finding that, but to be honest with you. But we've got Season 1 bundle names according to a leaker called CODS Images. So I'm just going to go quickly through all of these. There's quite a lot here. So I've got Greed, Sloth, Death Rap, Knight's Command, French Tactical, Grimm's Crimson, Infinite Warfighters, Ethan, Tactical Human, Executive Warfighter, Engraved Dragon, Neymar Operator Bundle, Messi Operator Bundle, Pogba Operator Bundle. So you've got Neymar, Lionel Messi and Paul Pogba. Atomic Sunrise, Exotic, Violent Embrace, Yellow Jacket, Overgrown, Night Patrol, Fuerzas Especiales, Recruited, Recent Camode, Damascus Forge, Synthwave, Torment's Return, Red Lord, Cryogen, Acid Washed, Jacked In, La Katrina, Etched Flesh, Midnight, Merc, Psychedelic, Warning Skin, Kinetic, Showdown, Hot Rod, Frontier Fighter, Raw Tiger, Gift Pack and Gift Pack again. So that's really interesting there, guys. What know you guys thoughts of those in the comments box down below. But as you guys can see, Neymar, Messi and Pogba are all operator bundles that are going to be coming to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Apparently, we'll be able to purchase loading screens, apparently. So that's really interesting there. So we'll have to wait and see what that's all about. So it looks like going somewhere maybe in the region of Fortnite, where you get to basically pick what loading screen you want to appear on your in-game. To be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure about the loading screens. Again, but I want to know what you guys thought of that in the comments box down below. It seems really interesting. There's not to back this up. CODS Images has also posted some rather interesting images showing various different loading screens. Now, again, I don't know how you feel. How I would rather feel about that. I'd rather keep it as it is. But that's just my opinion, guys. I want to know what you guys thought of that in the comments. Now, according to a Twitter user who goes by the name of, let me just get back at the top here, guys. Shandy445 is actually found as something rather interesting. Now, if you look very carefully and compare with what you're seeing on screen here with what's in game at the moment with Modern Warfare 2 compared to previous games, you'll actually notice that we've got some rather interesting images. So we've got this image, I believe this is Backlot from Modern Warfare 2, and that's what we would see in game in Modern Warfare 2 2022. I've also got some rather interesting images. I think this is from Crossfire. I'll have to confirm this, but that's really interesting there. I've also got some images from, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this might be... I'm trying to think back. Oh, this could be Storm as one of the DLC maps from, I think, Modern Warfare 1. Don't quote me on that, but that's really interesting there. To back this up, we've also got some other interesting images. I believe this could be Invasion, but from COD 4. But that's really interesting again. Want to know what you guys thoughts of these in the comments box down below. But I think they're all from Modern Warfare 1. So that's really interesting there as well. If anyone mentions about anything else, again, let me know in the comments box down below. I'll keep you guys updated. Apparently, there's also some Noiville and Remake Tarak comparisons. Now, this is what we see in Modern Warfare 2022. Compare that with Noiville from Call of Duty 1. So that's really interesting there. I've also got a few more images again to back this up. Looks really cool. So Noiville, I think, is from the very first Call of Duty, which is probably the reason why most Call of Duty fans don't recognise it. So that is interesting. I've also got a few more images here to look at. You can see how they compare to what's in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 compared to what's in this. I think we've also managed to find some interesting images concerning Dome and a few other interesting maps apparently. Now, don't forget, guys, we've got a second year of content come September, November time 2023, according to some rather interesting leaks. Also on top of this, there's also a rather interesting map called Dome from MWII on the co-op mode, Defender Mount Zaya. That's on the co-op map, Defender Mount Zaya there. That's really interesting. There's also, don't forget guys, there's also Rust on the ground war version of the map Tarak, which, as you guys can currently see on screen, thanks to the Gaming Revolution, you can actually see we've got there's Rust, which has kind of been redesigned slightly. It's got an extra layer on top of it, so that's really interesting. I'm just going to go run through all these map comparisons from the very first Call of Duty and a couple of maps from MWI and 2 from 2007 and 2009 respectively. Apparently there's also High Rise, of course, from the Modern Warfare series, which has been redeveloped a couple of times, and that's on the Warzone 2.0 map. Airport, aka Terminal, which is from the infamous No Russian scene from Modern Warfare 2 2009. You've also got Quarry. Again, this is in Warzone 2.0 with some rather interesting water in the middle of it, so it's been somewhat slightly flooded. As you guys can see, is another shot of Storm from the Modern Warfare series, which is one of the DLC maps. You can see we've got Backlot, Crossfire, really interesting there. I think that's more or less it. And as you guys can see, we've also got some rather interesting POIs within the Modern Warfare Warzone 2.0 map. If anyone manages to spot anything else out, let me know in the comments box down below. Don't forget to celebrate 20 years of Call of Duty, a paid greatest hits map pack is in development on top of Modern Warfare 2009 maps, so this most likely will include all the familiar 2009 Modern Warfare 2 maps that you may recognise, most likely for 6v6. So you got Afghan, Derail, Estate, Favela, High Rise, Invasion, Kariachi, Quarry, Rundown, Rust, Scrapyard, Skid Row, Sub-Base, Terminal. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But this at the moment is just a miss, so please take that bit there with a pinch of salt. So, want to know what you guys' thoughts are of this? Let me know in the comments box down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell so I see more videos. And make sure you guys also use my Support-A-Creator code in the item shop. This is not in Call of Duty, just to let you know this is in Fortnite and Rocket League, which is Deathmark 992. And it is on the screen and it's right now in the description. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I have noticed that quite a lot of you who watch my videos are not subscribed. Make sure you guys do. Until the next episode, peace out.